Jared Polin, FroKnows Photo.com, here with another Flickr photo of the week. And today I have Anto Vega on the line. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. We pulled this photo. Did you say it's your girlfriend?
Yeah, she's my girlfriend.
Well, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, my personal model.
Well, hey, there's nothing wrong with having a personal model. She works well in these photos. So I picked this photo because it has both positive qualities and then a few things in there that could make it, that if just tweaked a little bit, can take it to the next level and make it even better. What I liked about this photo when I saw it is that it looks, sharp as can be. Where were you focusing here?
I was actually focusing on her eyes, but I have a Sigma 50mm 1.4.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit it does a little bit of front focus.
So it hit the hand?
Yeah, it hit the shoulder.
Yeah, and that's which camera?
Canon T1i.
Right. All right. So where was your focusing point?
My focusing point?
Yeah. Were you selecting where you were focusing?
I selected my the focusing point that was on her eyes.
And it missed.
Yeah, by a bit.
That's not good. That's not good. But I mean, she's a really good model here. She's in a nice position for photos. I like how her legs and bottom half are all blown out of focus. That's done really, really, really well. The lighting is nice and subtle. She has a nice lighting going over 3/4 of her face. It's really good. Just a minor thing is this cropped at all before I say anything?
No, it's not cropped at all.
So it's as it was. And like I said earlier, the only thing that gets me here is cutting off the fingers.
Yeah, I actually noticed it, but I liked the picture so much that I just I said well, I can do anything about it now, right?
Right. I mean, this is when I'm shooting, I notice that. Like, I'll take a picture and go, ooh, I think I just cut their fingers off, or I just cut their feet off, and then I recompose and make sure that I get it in there. In this case, it would have just been like a half a step backwards with the 50, and you would have been right on.
Yeah. The thing it was raining that day, so I was. That's my backyard. And we have a little small roof.
Yeah.
Made out of wood that I couldn't step out of because I would get wet, and I couldn't really do much. And the shoot was really, really hard that day, and we did it just in a hurry because she wanted pictures.
Sure. No, it's a great picture. One thing you could do in that case is just bring down the level slightly, tilt down, and then in that case you wouldn't have cut the fingers off. And a tips for everybody out there when it comes to fingers, legs, feet, toes, elbows, wrists, ankles. If you're going to cut somebody off at the ankles, you might as well have left their whole feet in there. Or if you're going to cut them off at the ankles, you might as well have then cut them off above the knees. It's a bad place to cut is right below the knees, because then it just looks awkward. It depends on how many people are in a picture also. But, if you're going to get somebody's hand in there, you definitely want to get the whole hand in there. You don't want to cut off a finger or a tip or things like that. And same with feet. If you're going to get half the foot in there, you might as well have left the whole foot in there. You just don't want to cause any distraction. It kind of looks painful. Not painful because you cut something off, but just painful because it's just like, I wish you didn't cut off her fingers because it's sort of where I went to. But hey, it's not a big deal. You're definitely on the right path here with this.
When I took this picture, I actually didn't think I was gonna get a good picture of the shoot. I discovered this picture on my computer. And I actually took a week to upload the pictures to my computer because I didn't think I got a good shot in the whole thing because it was a really hard day, like I said.
Yep.
And I just discovered it and said, I can work. I think I can survive.
Sure. Well, why don't you tell everybody how you captured this?
Well, this was shot at. Let me look my. I had my lens on 1.8, 50mm Sigma on my T1i. I had Canon 580 EX2 to my right, inside a softbox. Softbox, yeah.
Yep.
Inside a Westcott Apollo softbox, on a really short light stand.
Mm-hmm.
It was on my right. You can see it on the lighting on her face. It was shot at 160. No, wait. I don't know how to say it. 1/160th of a second exactly. And I don't know what else can I say.
Well, I mean, have you done a lot of off-camera work with Flash before, or were you just experimenting here?
I have actually, not a lot, but I did shoot once where I didn't get any pictures that I like because I was doing exactly what you said not to do right now, the cutting below the knee, mm-hmm. And they look like it's a photo montage.
Right.
It doesn't look like they're really in the place.
Right.
So I didn't like any shots that day. I have done a couple other shoots. I have on my Flickr some external Flash photos, strobist, right? Something like that.
Yep. No, it's good. I mean her posing is very nice. It's very natural. It's very smooth, especially blowing out the background slightly with the the legs and things like that. And the colors are pretty good too. So, all in all, I think you did a very good job here.
I only edited like colors and saturation on Lightroom and sharpening, of course.
Yeah.
We always need some sharpening.
Right. I definitely like what you did here, and I think it's going to definitely help out a lot of people. Just the little subtle things that can take your picture to the next level, because it's already good to begin with, and then just in the future you can, notice these things when you're shooting them, so that you make the correction while you're doing it. And it's great when you catch yourself and go, "Oh, I cut off her finger. Let me just recompose and do it again," and then boom, you get it.
Yeah, we learn every day. I actually learn every day.
Well, that's good.
I try.
Do you have any other questions before we wrap this up?
Not really.
Nothing?
No, like I know I should have. I could have had better. I don't know. I could have had better ISO speed, maybe a little bit higher.
Well, where was it?
100. I mean, it was night.
Yeah, I mean, you're using the flash, so it really didn't play a major part in it. It wouldn't have changed anything very much because the only thing you'd end up changing is the flash power. But no, the 100 allows you to put your lens at that 1.8 to blow out the certain points that you don't want. Yeah, and then you just want to try to see if you can lock on in single focus, not continuous focus on the eye, and then make sure that you get that tack sharp.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna try to send my lens, my 50mm to Sigma, to see if they can like fix that from focus issue that it has, because I have a lot of pictures that I focus and they never focus on the place that I focus. I always have to play a little bit with the manual focus to try to get where I want it. Yeah,
that tends to happen sometimes. That's what with the third-party lenses, they're good for a lot of things, and then occasionally they do have some issues with certain things like that.
I actually had.
Go ahead.
No, sorry.
I was gonna say.
I actually had an older copy of this 50mm, and it was perfect, but it got stolen. And when I rebought it again, it just. I may say a little bit horrible.
I would definitely send it in. I would definitely send it into them and get them to do something to it.
Yeah. 4-year warranty, so.
I definitely would take care of that right now so that they don't, it's not good to miss with focus.
Not.
All right, so I guess we're going to wrap it up there. I thank you very much for submitting this photo up there. And
thank you for picking my picture.
You're welcome. So everybody out there, get your photos in the Flickr photo group, and who knows, maybe I will pick yours next week, and we will get to talk on the Skype line here. All right, you have a good one, all right?
Bye.
All right, Jared Poland, FroKnows Photo.com. See ya.